What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to the second episode of King's Raid Successors of the Will. This one's titled The Truth Revealed. What truth are they revealing? The truth of the Dark Elves? Because right now, I'll be honest, in a busy day like today, where we have some banging shows, let's not forget, I do need to make a cut somewhere. And out of all the shows this season, this is the most likely. Standing on a Million Lives, I was thinking about it, but actually I kind of like the main character a little more after that development episode. So now it's all up to King's Raid here to impress me this episode, because the first episode was generic, I think is the best way to describe it. It did what I think most other shows of its type would do. We've set up our villains, we've set up our heroes, we've set up potential corruption within said heroes, at least the heroes governing government, I suppose. We've got the Dark Elf storyline looks to me to be the most interesting part of the story. I don't really care for our main character's vengeance against the demons that potentially, although he didn't die on screen, so I'm going to say he's still alive, his master and the one who's been training him this entire time, that he feels like he must go save, because, you know, if some of the strongest in the kingdom were beaten, I'm totally going to have a chance. Like, yeah. We're going to have our adventuring party, I imagine, set up for this as well as we head off. I think Priest Lady, what's her name? Was it Frey? I think it was Frey. Yes. I feel like, yeah, she's going to be coming along, and I assume we'll build more of a party. I don't think it's just the two of them, judging by the cover art. I think there's, what, 3 or 4 of them, maybe? I can't tell. But, yeah, so far it's just been a very generic show. The action hasn't been particularly impressive to me. So, the fact that it's a 24-episode does interest me, though. Because if it's 24 episodes, it means they actually have a long-standing plot or multiple plots they want to explore over the course of the show. Now the question is, can they make any of them interesting enough within the first 3 episodes? Or maybe even 2 episodes. I'm being overly harsh on this show because I just don't have time on a Saturday anymore. It was made worse today because of Assault League Bouquet, which bumps us up to another show that we didn't really need because that's out of sync, but, you know, if I can cut down on today and make it a little less stressful, I might. So, it's on the show to impress, but I think we're heading off onto the road, we're taking our party, or current party, and we're going to go investigate and chase down the demons. Meanwhile, the Dark Elves are looking to overthrow the kingdom and take it for their own, if I'm understanding correctly. So, that Dark Elf story, like I said, is the more interesting one, so hopefully they expand on it more. But I get the feeling we're not going to, because they're not the main characters. I mean, the entire ED was dedicated to them, though, right? I think the whole ED was featuring all the Dark Elf characters, so maybe it's a tale of 2 stories. We've got half the episode focusing on our main party, half the episode focusing on the Dark Elves. That would be kind of interesting. That way you have 12 full episodes of... Because if you're doing half and half, it means 12 full episodes of the hero story, 12 full episodes of the Dark Elf story, all happening simultaneously. That would actually be kind of interesting. If they did something like that, I would actually be on board, so... We'll see. But as always, these are time-based reactions. Bottom left of the screen down here, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. And then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. Watching this one on Funimation as per usual, since that's who's licensed it here, UK, US. We have, I believe, TV Tokyo logo, and then the Funimation logo. I'll call those out as they go past. And you can use Screen Flash to see when scenes are transitioning to help you sync up a little bit as well. So, without further ado, let us get into episode 2, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. TV Tokyo. And Funimation. Here we go. Oh, we get a little synopsis, reminder of what the hell happened last time. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right, this is Naofmi's VA. And now we're into OP, okay. I wonder if they're going to get like a little recap like that every episode. Judging by the fact that they've got that sword in the intro, let me guess, he's got to go on a journey to find this sword as it's the only one that could defeat the demons once and for all again, blah blah blah. Like, the plot is very predictable. Or it feels predictable. Because it seems generic in most of it, you know? And there's the party. There's the Dark Elves, again featuring rather prominently. Alright. Voice crack. Ugh. It's been a long day. It really has. The truth revealed. Truth of what? I don't know. Aha. Okay. They've already found the area. Ooh. Let me guess, his corpse won't be amongst them. There's the one that we know, I think. Mm-hmm. 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 Conduct the prayer. He won't be here, obviously. His shield was here, right? Mm-hmm. A shield means nothing, though. Let me guess, there's going to be just a random body behind it. It's not him, is it? Yeah, as expected. To find him. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Okay. Hello. And he has a pass with them, apparently. There's no way on Earth they should survive. Yep. So I'm guessing... You know, there's Commander. That definitely sounded like now for me. Wow, they're poor shots. Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn. A resemblance? To the, Klaus? Oh? Oh, Dark Elf. Huh? Interesting. Didn't expect them to intervene. Why would they intervene? I wonder. Because they're just mercenaries, right? So... And far more capable than him, that's for sure. Nice. Mm-hmm. Talk about telegraph attack. Oh boy. Yeah, she just ran. Fair enough. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they did eventually hire them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course, yeah. Why? Hmm. Yeah. Oh, and the... Oh. Not quite dead. Yeah, you're so outclassed, yeah. Castle. Castle. Whatever. Thank you for the healing. Cause cure wounds at second level. That'll be a first level. Mm-hmm. You can't. Hmm. 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 This is the other side of our party, isn't it? It's called a sword. Hmm. Discount Megamin, okay. Hmm. Why were you looking for them? Huh? Okay. Unless it was Klaus that hired them. Don't know how you do that, but you know. Okay, a cliff edge. This is totally not suspicious. Doesn't seem to be. Illusion or something, I don't know. Hmm. Who would say that? Dominic's? Huh? Interesting. Okay. Sure, okay. Massive floating islands. Tower of the Sage, okay. We are the Chosen. Mm-hmm, see. Oh, shit. Hey, cast Fly. Oh, no, cast Teleport. Okay, that was an outbreak. Interesting. It's like a whole village here. How do they get food up here? I guess if you have chosen ones, you can get up and down. Okay. Hmm. Uh. Okay. Yeah. Paramagic. I love how they took that extra minute to realize. As expected. Let me guess. Klaus? Yeah. Like I said, if they don't die on screen, they're not dead. Mm-hmm. Idiots. Yeah. Except for one. Hmm. Also, why do they need mercenaries? Don't they have a bit more of an army they could use for that? I don't know. Hmm. It's your mother. No. Two moons, okay. Already starting that. Don't know about that, but okay. Well, yeah. Castle out training, I bet. Oh, he's not training. Okay, but it was Castle. Okay. I thought for sure he'd be out training. If you had strength, you'd have been the one that would be... Yeah, and be another one of the ones slaughtered, probably. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somehow. Don't know how, but... Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they are, technically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now making headway, at least. Mm-hmm. Sure. Well... Well... I think they have other ambitions behind even what your ambitions are. Right, but if you push yourself whilst you're not fully healed, you're not going to be able to have the strength to do it. Remember, when you were at full fitness, you weren't doing so hot against them. So... Yeah, what is it? I still don't know what the truth revealed is meant to refer to. The fact that he's alive? I mean... Is this going to be the truth? She's listening in. Oh boy, here. Okay. Oh boy, here we go. What, is he meant to be the king or something? Well, not the king, but you know. I said that as a joke. Let me guess, he wasn't human. That probably wasn't your mother. Were you implying King Kyle had a child with a dark elf? I can't believe I said it as a joke and it actually happened. Jesus Christ. Well, I think I've made up my mind. I mean, I'm probably just going to watch next week's episode. I'm not going to record a reaction to next week, but I'm going to watch next week just to see what the actual story is with this, but it sounds absurd. Okay, so if we are going to imply that the king had a child with a dark elf, and he's the son of that, I mean, the timeline still doesn't really make much sense. Okay. Okay. It might just be the late night loopiness kicking in, but Jesus Christ, this episode. Alright, preview for next time. About the past. Oh, okay, no. Holy Sword. What the predecessors left behind. Okay. Okay. I hate it when my jokes actually happen. Because if my jokes actually happen, that makes it sound so much more dumb than it actually is. Like... Of course he's descending from the king. Of course he's descending from the king. He has to have something to make him special, because otherwise he wouldn't be plot-relevant. Okay, yeah, so... If it wasn't immediately obvious, we're not continuing this one. If it wasn't immediately obvious. It's just generic, okay? Like, no offense to this. I'm not going to say this is a bad anime, because I don't think it is a bad anime. But it is generic, and it suffers from the fact that it's on such a packed day. I don't know how much of that is really at the fault of the creators. I mean, can they really pick what day and what time slot they get? I mean, I imagine these time slots, the weekend time slots, are the most coveted and are the ones that you ideally go for because it's the weekend. That's when people have the time to stay up late watching anime. There's more slots available for it, and people are more likely to watch. Like, staying up till midnight on a work day is not a realistic expectation for some of your audience, and especially on a school day as well for the teenagers that you're ultimately targeting as well with shows like this. So getting the weekend slot is a big deal, and is something that you usually would commend for getting and be like, yes, we've done it, we've got a good weekend slot. But in the age of digital distribution, where TV slots aren't the primary factor, it's just a case of just getting the show licensed overseas is a big deal, as well as licensed in your own country. Like, does Japan actually have... Now, this is a good question I kind of wanted to ask you guys. Does Japan really have their own, like, Funimation Crunchyroll type streaming service, or is it still pretty much exclusively TV versions of the shows that are distributed? Because in that case, I wonder why Japan hasn't moved to a digital format more often. I guess because doing so would undermine television viewing figures, which I imagine already are suffering just because television in general is becoming less and less watched over time because you've got on-demand stuff so easily available. But, yeah, for me, this show is generic. The fact that I make a joke and saying, oh, he's descended from the king, of course he is. It's like, oh, no, he actually is descended from the king. The fact that I can say that as a joke and it actually is the truth is disturbing, honestly, to me. He had to be descended from someone to be anything noteworthy, of course, because as he is useless, so he needs to be related to the guy so he can actually use the sword and have all this stuff attributed to him. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what the actual backstory is between the king and who he truly is. Like, I'm curious to watch it, and I probably will watch episode 3 next time, but I'm not actually going out of my way to record a reaction to it. I'm quite content knowing that I do not need to watch this show anymore. I'm okay with knowing that. I hope the Dark Elf story is good. Like, to those of you who are continuing, I hope you get some good enjoyment out of the Dark Elf story, or the main story, however it goes. If the two intertwine, that would be nice. Because the Dark Elf story genuinely does interest me a little bit. Although the fact that the king was talking to the Dark Elf woman at that time makes me think that maybe our main boy is in some way connected to the Dark Elves more than he realized. I was like, wait, if his mother was a Dark Elf, does that mean he's going to have like a brother or sister within the Dark Elf clan? I'll be like, yeah, sure, let's go with that. But I think that's a bit ridiculous. I don't think he's born to a Dark Elf mother. I feel like he would exhibit at least some of the mixed trait benefits that would entail. At least I would have assumed anyway. Just found it weird that they actually makes me curious why they bothered to show the Dark Elf scene in the first place. Like, what was the purpose of that? Anyway. Yeah, that was... it was an episode. If it wasn't for the fact that if this was on a 2 or 3 show day, I probably would continue this, maybe. It would still be like a low 6, 6.5 rating show by the end of the season for me, just based on those first 2 episodes. But I would probably still watch it. The fact that there's a 24 episode as well means I would be keeping up with that into next season. And it would be on a very, almost certainly packed season as well. I don't think I want to have 2 seasons burdened by this in terms of its time slot. So I've got my enjoyment. I got my laugh out of predicting the fact that he was a descendant of the king. Like, come on. So I've had my fun with the show. I can rest easily knowing that I don't have to watch that. I'm not going to miss that too much. And it frees up today to now be a 5-show day, which is much more manageable for me than the 7 it originally was. So I'm not going to lose sleep over it, let's put it that way. I do hope that those of you who are continuing, though, do find some enjoyment in this. Let me know how it's going. If you want to come over to the Discord, that's the best place to chat anime here with me. The YouTube comment section is great, and I'm trying to be a bit better about it, because I kind of let off it last season a little. But honestly, if you want better response times, you want better conversations, Discord is the place to have it. It's much easier to have conversations over there about specific shows. I would like to know how this Dark Elf story goes, because I would like that to be good. And if on the off chance I actually have a day or so to myself where I can just sit back and relax and watch anime, where I'm not working or recording these ones or doing anything else in my life, maybe I'll go back and see if the Dark Elf story is any good. But for now, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode. Leave a comment on whether you'll be continuing it as well. Apologies if I'm dropping a show that you were very much enjoying, but for me, it's just too generic, and on a busy day like today, I have to be a bit more clinical with those shows that I decide to watch. So that's my reasoning there. I'm not saying this is a terrible show. I'm just saying that it's a mediocre show that I don't have time for right now. Let's just put it that. So don't forget to subscribe to see other full 2020 shows that I will be continuing. There's another 5 shows today that you can go watch, and including some absolute bangers like Tonikawa, Danmachi Season 3, for those of you who are still caught up with it, and even Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is a very interesting show right now, so I highly recommend that one as well. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.